Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Today we're going to be talking about a quick little thing, something that's pretty cool and I learned about in Nevada history class of all classes this past week, which was, we're talking about the mob era, we're talking about casinos, and we're basically at like the 60s and 70s of Vegas. Technically when the mob, or we're talking when like Ben Siegel, Meyer Lansky, Greenbaum, and all these guys were building the Flamingo. We had the Stardust coming, Thunderbird, Riviera, and all these places that had some links to the mob. We're talking about that in history. But my professor, Professor Turk, happened to actually show this picture. I'll have the picture on screen so you guys can look at it at the same time that I'm looking at it. It's an interesting picture, actually. So it's a Stardust golf club, basically time capsule that they buried in the Stardust golf course. I guess it was the opening of the golf course, which the photograph, this is on UNLV's special collection, so all credits go to them for the picture. But the picture says, photograph of Valdi Boyne-Isau with others at the opening of Stardust Golf Course, Las Vegas in 61. Black and white image. There's Tommy McDonald, Merv Adelson, which I believe my professor stated as was it Sheldon Adelson's uncle? Could have been. Gabby Whitaker, Erwin Mulaski, who I believe Mulaski, that's why there is Mulaski. I believe it was Mulaski Middle School here in Vegas. Valda Boyne-Isau and Howard Capps burying a time capsule at the opening of Stardust Golf Course. And yeah, from 1961, it's a time capsule. And the whole reason I kind of basically want to talk about it is I wonder what types of things are in there. Considering it's the opening of the golf course, they probably had, I don't know, it's hard to say, because a lot of things did happen in the very beginning of the Stardust and the Stardust history, as I talked about in the Stardust Casino history video I did. But considering the Stardust opened in the 50s, the golf course, this maybe, we'll go ahead and say this was maybe 6 or 7 years after the Stardust opened. So interesting stuff. Yeah, it's hard to say what could be in there, because I mean, you had all these show people who performed at the Stardust. There could be chips in there, there could be dice in there, there could be layouts, there could be wardrobes in there, there could be letters in there, there could be some very important information in there, but who knows. I was trying to find out, I couldn't figure out if this thing has actually been unburied yet. But it's interesting because I was able to find some other, I guess, time capsules, you could say. And this wasn't the only time capsule that Stardust did. So I found an article by the Las Vegas Sun written in 2003 where Stardust marks 45 years as an icon on the Las Vegas Strip. At the bottom, it says the anniversary will be held today because Boyd and other executives were in Atlantic City last week opening the Borgata. Today's celebration will include the deposit of a variety of memorabilia from the city's past and present into a time capsule to be reopened at some undetermined date. The capsule, shaped like a rocket to evoke the space theme for which the property was once known, will be on display at the Stardust until about September. In partnership with vodka maker Absolute Co., the property will also unveil a Stardust cocktail. So there's actually two Stardust I guess you could say time capsules that got created. The first one for the golf club, which as you can tell in the picture, it's definitely from the 60s because the logo is the 60s logo. And then there was the second one created in 2003, which is shaped like a rocket, which I'll find a picture of it and put that on the screen so you guys can see that as well. So on top of that, there is actually I believe it was a third one I found. Let's see here. So there was another time capsule made in 2005, which was named the Las Vegas Centennial Time Capsule, buried in the Centennial Plaza downtown on December 15th of 2005 to commemorate the city's historic 100th birthday. And the monument consists of two buried capsules, too many goodies to fit into one, which lie beneath a plaque in a time capsule sculpture by artist Stephen Hendy, assistant professor of art at UNLV, named monument to the simulacrum. That was a little bit, I might have butchered that, but which was officially dedicated on May 14th of 2007, featuring the dig date in Las Vegas time capsule history. This one is not scheduled to be disinterred until 2105 and contains perhaps the most eclectic hoard of all, including a poster of the inaugural World Series of Poker at Binion's Horseshoe, a roadwork ahead construction sign from Henderson, soil samples, a cocktail waitress uniform from the MGM, a souvenir Welcome to Las Vegas sign, a Cine Vegas Films Festival schedule from 05 of June, various hats, a 2005 phone directory, a blackjack layout from the Stardust, a picture of the world's largest birthday cake, a water sample, Denny's menu, and an Oscar Goodman bobblehead. So that one is supposed to be opened, or I guess found in 2105. So with that going for like 100-year, I guess, a date, so the one that was buried in 1961 would be opened in 2061, and then the one buried in 2003, 2003 would be buried or undiscovered or rediscovered in 2103. So it's interesting. I didn't know that, I guess, cities or casinos in general were doing this type of thing until this week. And I was trying to really find some information about that golf club one, because it'd be interesting to see, because it was early 60s, Stardust wasn't open for too long, and I know it's interesting because you don't think of a time capsule. I mean, it's something you maybe think of as a kid. You want to save, let's say, 3 items here and then open it up in 10-15 years, see what you liked as a kid. But it's interesting. It is interesting. So I definitely want to be around when that time capsule gets opened. If it does get opened in 2061, I will definitely be around it. And hopefully, if I'm still alive, I'd like to see the other 2 time capsules, or the other 3 time capsules that got buried in 2003, and then the one that got buried in 2005. So I don't know. I'd have to be pretty old to be able to open it up then, but I hope those that do open those 2 up do photograph or kind of make history about it, see what happened back in the days and how things have changed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was more of an interesting video and something different, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.